So yeah guys, the title says it all. I feel old to play Elden Ring Nightreign. You know, when I was in my 20s, and if my friends would tell me, let's play soccer, I would play for like 2 hours and I would be okay. But like, now I'm in my 40s, and if I would go play soccer after like 10 minutes, I'm like, please, someone replace me, I'm too old for this shit. And that's how I feel when I play Elden Ring Nightreign. Sometimes I just feel like asking someone, please come play instead of me, I'm tired. This game is just so demanding, it's actually crazy. So yeah, even though I'm saying this, I did finish Elden Ring Nightreign like a few weeks ago. The only reason why I never made a review is because the Eliza P DLC came out, so I had to play that, and now I'm doing the review today. Now, I am not writing a script for like 5 or 10 hours. I'm just gonna talk along. I have some things written in front of me, but yeah, I'm just gonna talk about my overall thoughts on the game. And I don't know, tell me in the comments what do you think my thoughts on the game, or what do you think of the game. But yeah, basically, I think this game demands absolutely so much of you, and I'm gonna explain myself. Basically, this is a From Software game, so you know how it goes. There's like pretty much no tutorial. It doesn't tell you where to go, what you need to do, or how you kill the bosses, or how you level up, or anything. And you're just like thrown in this map with a bunch of things where you have churches, you have camps, you have castles, you have trees where you can fly on the birds. And I don't know, when you die, you get relics. Like, there's so much to learn. And there's also like the circle that closes. There's basically, again, there's so much to learn. And when my first run, it actually went okay because the two guys playing with me were very good. So I just followed them. I had no idea what I was doing, but I was just following them, and I was trying to kill bosses, try to help. And we almost beat the first, nightlord. So I thought, man, this went really well. This game is probably not as hard. But then, because I don't have friends, and I did try solo for 2 times when the game came out, and I was like, Jesus, this is not for me, this is too much. So, I was really focused on doing the multiplayer, so, playing with other random people. And oh my god, the people that I was, signed to play with, I don't know if that's the correct way to say it, but Jesus Christ, like, they were so lost as I was. We would just fall from with the birds on this map, and we had no idea what to do. There's no way to communicate in this game, so unless you use the pings, and we were just looking at one another. And this happened in so many expeditions. Like, we would just basically, at a certain point, one of us would start walking, and either we follow each other and with no idea where to go or what to do, or most of the times people would just go each their own place. I'm gonna go to this castle, and the other guy would go to that church to get this or that, and the runs were awful. Sometimes we'd even beat the first night boss. It were that horrible. And most of the times where we would arrive to the nightlord, we were at like level 9 or 10, which is not the ideal in any way, shape or form. So yeah, it was crazy. The beginning of this game, the first hours were insane, man. Like, just for you to have an idea how much this game completely destroyed me, it took me 13 hours to get my first win on the first nightlord. The first one, just the first one, 13 hours. That's insane, man. Like, I was going crazy with this game, honestly. And at a certain point, of course, I kind of gave up trying to understand the game. I started watching tutorials on YouTube to try to understand where I should go and what are the things I need to get, because there's a lot to learn in this game. Like, by example, the weapons that you get, they give you buffs, all of them. It's not just the one you're using. Every single of the 6 weapons that you get, you need to read the item descriptions, because they will give you buffs. Like, if you have something where you're using the weapon on with both hands, it gives you more damage, something like that. You need to pay attention to every single thing that you catch. And I had no idea. I was just using one weapon and not caring about the others, and it was a big mistake. But now I know. But at the beginning, again, From Software, as usual, they teach us nothing. They just throw us into the world, and good luck. It's something like that. And another thing that was absolutely brutal at the beginning of the game was like, the roguelike aspect of it. Like, you're doing a run, you catch so many things, you create your build, and you have lots of weapons, and you have your flasks and shit, but then you die and it all starts from zero, man. You lose absolutely everything. The reward that you get is getting some shitty relic that, I mean, I'm not gonna say that you're not gonna use it, but most of the relics, they don't feel like they do a lot of difference. I don't know, man. At least I don't understand, or I don't understand how relics work, or simply it just doesn't feel like they do a lot of big difference in the game. I don't know, man. Like, even after 50 hours, which is how long it took me to finish the game, I'm still doing shitty damage to the bosses. Like, I still don't know very well how this game works. I really don't. By example, there was this character that you can choose, this girl that throws spells, and like, I don't even know if there's like blue things to drink. I would use all my FP, and then I had no blue flasks to use, and I'm like, what the hell do I do? Like I don't know this. And if you're reading this, is there a way to restore your blue flasks, to get FP so you can use more spells? Because I've never played with that character ever again, because I have no idea how it works. Another thing I have no idea how it works is how certain people, I've seen some players do absolutely insane damage, man, and like, I still don't understand, even though I understand the buff things that having the 6 weapons are important. I still do shitty damage, man. After 50 hours and all this experience, I still hit like I have a fucking toothpick, really. And I don't know, man. I don't know what people do, and this game is confusing. Like, it's really confusing. Or maybe I'm just not understanding very well, and maybe I need to see a few more tutorials. I don't know. But yeah, this game, like, for someone like me it's in the age that you want to take things a little bit slower, like I played Elden Ring. The way I play Elden Ring, the main game, it was just such a good experience. You can take it slow, you can make your own build, you can look at the side scenes, you can, grab torrent and just walk slowly and go wherever you want, and if you think that this is too hard, you just go back, relax, no problems. But this is not what happens with Elden Ring Nightreign. This game, doesn't matter what kind of player you were before, when you start playing this game, you have to become a speedrunner. There's no other way you can play this game. This game is a speedrun every single time you play it, and it's exhausting. It's fun, it's crazy fun, don't get me wrong. I absolutely really like this game a lot, but my god, after like 2 or 3 hours of playing this, I'm just tired, man. I don't know, I can play Elden Ring for like 6, 7, 8 hours in a row and I'm fine, but this game, Jesus Christ, it's just, I don't know, it just asks a lot from you. Like, you have to move crazy fast, you have to make decisions crazy fast, you have to read crazy fast. There's really so many things going on, and actually probably one of the easiest things in the entire game is actually the nightlords. I mean, you are doing this entire build up to get to this one boss, and you think it's going to be the hardest thing ever because the game is pretty hard all the way up there, but actually the nightlords are actually, most of them are quite easy. I would say there's like 2 of them that are really hard. Like, I did my list of the easiest to hardest. I don't know if you saw that video. If you didn't, I'm gonna leave a link at the end of this video. But yeah, I think there's like 2 really hard bosses, and outside of that, they're mostly easy. So that's the only kind of easy thing that I see in this game, even after 50 hours. And another thing I want to talk about is like playing with random people. It's insane. It's absolutely insane, because even now I still see some, like I said, I still have lots to learn in this game, but there are still some people out there that do insane mistakes. Like, I mean, it's like the game pretty much tells you, like, as soon as you land, they will put you right away in front of enemies, and they put a grace next to it, because the game is clearly telling you, you know, kill the enemies in front of you and go to the grace to level up to level 2. But a lot of people still don't do that. They just go right away. Okay, we need to go to a castle, we need to fight a boss. Like, I have runs where people were fighting the gargoyle, you know, the Black Blade Kindred at level 2, man. Like, and I'm like, what the hell is this? What is this? The run is dead right there. Like 2 minutes into the run, I already know that I'm playing with people that have no idea what they're doing, and that the run is dead and it's a waste of time. And I'm gonna say this, and I know a lot of people will not agree with me, but sometimes I am someone that quits the game, man. Like, I am sorry to the people that I played with and I ended up quitting the game, but my free time to play video games is very short, and sometimes you just see so many bad things that I can't take it, man. I know it's a dead run. There's no absolute way we're gonna finish the run and beat the nightlord, and sometimes, man, I just leave, man. And I didn't do it a lot of times, maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5, but I don't know. And there's also like a penalty if you do that. I don't know what the penalty is. I have no idea. It's kind of a weird thing in the game. I have no idea, but yeah, again, it's something that happens. But now, let's stop talking about these things. I'm going to talk about the things I like. And to finish the review, I'm going to talk about the things I don't like so much. So, things I like. I like how fast this game is. Like, this is like Sekiro speed, kind of. I don't know which game is faster, honestly, but it feels very much like the speed in Sekiro. And I really like fast games. Even though I'm complaining that the entire game is just a speed run over and over again, I do like my games fast. So I'm very happy that this game just runs like crazy. So that's a big plus for me. Another thing that I like is, of course, the nightlords. I'm not going to say that all of them are awesome. You know, I don't like the one that, just makes everyone sleeps and is flying all everywhere. But that's like pretty much the only one that I think is kind of bad. All the others are at least average or really good. And I would say, Libra and the final boss especially, they're really cool. The one, the Centaur, which I'm forgetting the name now, I think it's Fulgor or something like that. That one is also very cool. So yeah, nightlords, I'm very happy with them, and I hope to see more of them. I mean, of course, we're gonna see, because the DLC is coming, and I'm really looking forward to that. So another thing I like are the soundtracks. Now, I'm not gonna say that I listened to them all. I listened to a few. I think Caligo seems to be the better one so far from the ones I've listened. The final boss is also very, very good. And the song for Libra is absolutely crazy. It's also very, very cool and fits very well, with what we're seeing on the screen. Another thing I like is the fact that we have 8 different characters to choose from. Now, I'm not gonna say I love all of them. No, that's not the case. Especially like the bird character. Man, I played with him like 1 or 2 times and I'm like, no, I don't like this guy very much. But Wilder, Iron Eye, and the one that transforms in this giant beast that I'm forgetting his name, but those 3 especially, I really like them a lot. The big guy, the one that uses really heavy weapons, he is also cool, but I don't know, he's a bit too slow for my taste. But yeah, the fact that we have 8 characters to choose from, and apparently they already announced we're gonna have more, that sounds very cool, and I cannot wait to see what they're gonna do next. Another thing I like, even though I'm complaining that this game is it's not too hard for me. I mean, like I said, I finished the game. I've done everything, I guess. I'm like 6 trophies away from platinum or something like that. So, but yeah, I love the challenge in this game. This is why I play From Software games, because they're all very challenging. Outside of Demon Souls, I guess it's not very hard, but this game is one of the hardest. It's, like I said, it has a very steep learning curve. It's crazy hard at the beginning. And yeah, I love the challenge. Another thing I like is seeing the returning bosses, and I don't mean all of them. I'm talking, of course, the bosses from Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. I do like the bosses that they brought from Dark Souls 2, and like, how can I say this? I like the bosses from Dark Souls 3, of course, even though I would prefer that they would not be in this game. Like, the Dancer and the Nameless King are too much of a special bosses. to bring them into this game. I think they belong in those arenas, in those games. So I don't know, I'm happy to fight them again because I love them, but at the same time, I don't know if they belong here. But I don't know, it's cool to see bosses, you know, coming back from, but I would prefer that it were more like average bosses than bringing the absolute best ones. Now another thing I like, which is not realized yet, but it's the potential. Like, this game has a crazy amount of potential. Like, they can add so many things into this game and just make it better and better and better. So yeah, I think this game is right now, you know, it's not perfect in any way, shape or form, but if they change a few things, this game can go crazy good in the future. Now, talking about things I don't like, I mean, they're kind of crazy obvious. Everyone is complaining about the same thing, so I don't think I have anything new to tell you. But yeah, of course, crossplay is a big thing. Sometimes, you know, people seem to I didn't have this issue. Like, a lot of people are complaining that, you know, they can't find people, you know, to play with them. I cannot say I have that. I play on PS5, and as soon as I press, you know, to find teammates, normally it's less than 1 minute. It's probably most of the times even less than 30 seconds. It's crazy fast. So, but a lot of people are complaining about that, so crossplay would help in this department. Another thing that, you know, it's a big deal is that there is no audio. You know, there's no way to communicate with your friends or anything. So that's a big downside. I mean, it's better when it comes to increase the difficulty, but you know, it would be really cool, you know, to just talk with your teammates, because like I said, sometimes random people, they are new to the game, they have no idea what to do, and it would be nice to say, hey, you're at level 2, don't go fight the bell-bearing hunter, you're gonna die over and over again and the run is dead. But yeah, there's no such thing, so that's a big problem. We only have pings to communicate. So yeah, I wish that would change, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I might be wrong, but I have a feeling that is not gonna happen. Another big thing to me that is kind of bad, it's the stamina, man. Like, I don't understand the stamina in this game. Like, as soon as you press run, it's like 50% of your stamina is gone right away. And like, in the main game, like before you get to the nightlords, it's not that evident, it's not that bad. But the nightlords, man, they just move so much. They're always flying or running away from you, and every time you have to run after them, when you get to them, you only have stamina to like hit them once. Like, it always feels like I'm at the very end of my stamina every time I'm getting close to a boss. And I really wish we had either more stamina or that, you know, that initial button press that we do to run, you know, didn't just eat 50% of like our stamina bar, because man, it's really annoying just to get one hit from a boss and then have to stop to rest and recover your stamina and then go again with another hit. I don't know, I think it's just too much, the stamina that you know, you use for simple running. Another thing that is kind of weird is like the bosses that they picked for this game. It's like they went to Elden Ring and they went like, who are the absolute worst bosses that we have in this game, and let's bring them here. I don't know, man, like most of the bosses are terrible. Not terrible, but not very good. You know, you have like that queen, I don't even know her name, I fought her so many times, but the boss is so lame that I don't even know her name. And like, she fights with this Jedi monkey. It's probably one of the bosses I hate the most in this game. It's absolutely annoying to oblivion, and I don't know, like the choices are kind of confusing. I mean, I understand why they wouldn't put like the top tier bosses, you know, like Malekith or anything like that, but I don't know, they really went down the drain. They really went for most of the worst, you know, like Crystallians and stuff like that. I don't know, I guess they could have picked some better ones, but that's not the case. I don't know. Another thing I'm not a big fan, and this is kind of a big thing, it's the replayability. I don't know, man, like a part of me wants to play the game again, but I feel that there's no purpose, like unless I'm, you know, just want to help random people, there's kind of no point in playing this game again. Like the basically the entire game is you start at point E and you have to finish by killing the nightlord. That's the entire purpose of the game. And as soon as you kill the 8 nightlords, you know, it just feels that there's nothing else to do. I don't know, like again, I can help random people, but you know, I was thinking about myself as a player. Do I want to play the game again? I mean, I can do solo. I could try solo, but I don't know. I don't feel too inclined for that. Like I said, I'm too old. I'm just kidding with the too old thing, but you know, that's the title of the video. So, but I don't know. They're doing this advanced, you know, night lords. They're gonna do all 8, and that's a cool idea. I already fought 2 of them. I forgot to fight Gaping Jaw. I was playing Liza P at the time, but they're gonna bring back Gaping Jaw again. They just announced it. And you know, they still have 5 more bosses to do their enhanced versions, and we're gonna have, of course, the DLC. Now the DLC is probably only gonna bring like maybe 4. I mean, if the normal game has 8, I really doubt they will bring more than the ones that are in the main game. So I'm probably guessing like more, between 4 to 6 new bosses. So that will be cool, of course, and surely 100% the bosses will be much harder in the DLC. So they will take, you know, a lot of hours to beat, so I'm very curious to see that. And yeah, I guess that's what I have to say about this game. It is a really fun game. I absolutely adore this game, but it has a lot of problems, kind of, that can be fixed, I hope. If they're gonna do it or not, I do not know. But yeah, these are my overall thoughts on Elden Ring Nightreign. Tell me what you think about the game, and as always, I see you on the next video. Stay well, bye bye guys.